Hello, today I'm going to talk about this book that's called Dance War, and it's this book is like it's a war in one land, and Dan is a boy, and he works like there somewhere like a garden, and he gets money there. But one day he finds something special, and I'm going to talk about what that is going to happen there. But I'm going to read this. I forgot to say who the author is. The author is Robert Swindells, and I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to talk about this book. And I need to try to remember the book, because this book don't have any pages that pages. It just have
pictures,
pictures, yeah. It's just like this. It's only like bright pages when you read. It's like that. And here, if you see, it's like an airplane, and that's like a hint in the book, about the book. Now, now I'm going to read, then I'm going to talk about this book, World War II. Dan dreams of going off to fight, but he has his mother to think of. Digging the gardens at Wilton Hall might be boring, but at least it pays. But then Dan noticed something odd at the hall. The general may not be all he seems. Can then find out the truth before it's too late. That's more and more I talk about English books, I'm more and more trying to read more like interesting if it says back here. And maybe one book don't say something like written here, then yeah, and it's not like pictures. I really need to, my mind is really need to work out, because it's super hard for me to think. Remember, yeah. And I just want to tell this. We say at school one day, I just played here. I just my friend every day goes home 1.
At 1 o'clock.
1. And I want to just tell him one thing. Then it was like it was almost like a barrier, but it was a tiny like block thingy. So I fall on it, and you know that you have 2 foot and one like big toe. On that big toe, it just the like thingy just got on like that. So I have a little bit hurt in my foot. So yeah. So I can't like run super quick now, but I can like walk like that. But now I'm going to talk about this book. Now I'm going to talk about this book. And I forgot to say that I very much like if you subscribe in my videos. But you can always unsubscribe if you don't like my videos. But I very much like if you do so. It's like a red button that down at my videos. If you click it, it's that you subscribed. And I want to see that at every phone I see on my YouTube channel, it's gray, that button. That means that you have subscribed. But if it's red, it's alright. And I got their own telephone when I got their own telephone, and on that telephone I'm looking at YouTube at that telephone, and this is actually a little bit fun for me. I subscribe at my own videos. And one time I wanted to play a little bit, I did like that for my own video. That was very much fun for me. I just like played around. I don't know what I did, but it was fun for me to do that. And yeah, now I'm going to talk about this book. In this story, Dan likes to talk about himself, I think. Yeah, and then he eat breakfast. And then he go every week, and he goes to work at a place like a garden, and he like is jobbing. That's like his job, so he get cash. And Dan do that, Dan like work, and then he can nothing. And it's like, if I'm not saying like every detail what's happening, because I don't remember so good.
It's okay.
Dance like he's done. Before that he gets lunch, he eats, and then when he got home, his mom had Dan is going to eat some like food, so he did it. Then he go. Before that, I think the big gardener, he that gives money, cash money. He that gives cash money. He said to Dan that Dan just think of his own business. So he does that, and then he goes to school and like that, and then gets new homework, I think, and then it's Saturday. I think it was new moon. No?
He said, but...
Yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's the right dear new moon. I don't know.
It's okay, yeah?
Then he jobs there like the other day. Then he what it's called, the big gardener says to he calls Mr. Pincher. I'm going to say Pincher. Or I can say Mr. Pincher. I'm saying Mr. Pincher. Mr. Pincher says that Dan, that it's a new moon that day, and then one time a boy was cycling out and he got killed. Someone shot him. And we say this boy, this is a boy, he cycles at night. Then it's like a spy there. It's someone that comes when he gets exactly to him, he shoots. So I need to close it so the water don't fall. He just died like that. So it was like psyching, then he shot, dead. It was like that. So Dan can't go out, but he got his mom said yes. One day, then Dan goes there. He work there. It was like he found some like like stingies wires, and he didn't. He just think, what is that? He didn't know what that was. Then he is taking information. Before he takes information, thinking like a puzzle information. Before that, the next day, it was Monday. At Friday, he went out again. I think that day it was a new moon. That day I think it was new moon. Then I don't think it was a new moon. I think it was the next. So he had a knife. He just like cut. He just like cut one of those wires, and a cat eye come out, and that's like so people can drive better with like vehicles. And that thinks, what is that? Why is that there? Why is cat eyes there in the wall? And then next time he could go there, it was new moon. So then he heard a noise, a like buzz noise. It was a helicopter. It was that helicopter. It come there. So he got like, I think he got like a build. He quickly got a build, and then he's going to show the police. But the police says that it's like nothing. Then when he goes home, Dan goes home, and his mom tells to Dan that you need to be 16 to go in that like in our like thingy army.
To be soldier.
To be soldier, yeah. Then the next day, Dan's going to where the soldier, the army is, so he can talk to the boss. Then he does that, and he shows the paper, the like picture, and then he goes home, and then he says to his mom, when is it next new moon? And she says it's at 27th. I don't know which like week.
March 27th.
Yeah, it was March 27th. And then at March 27th, he goes out, and he has like shoes on him, and it was super wet there. So his shoes got super wet, or socks got super wet. But then he waited, so the helicopter come, and the helicopter come like that. Then like Dan put a like warnings thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a warnings thingy that it warns, and then the helicopter see it, but he crashed and it exploded and fire come. Then it was, I think, 2 people that like hold some pistols at him and is going to shoot at Dan. Before they shoot, someone comes that they need to drop the pistol, and it is the army.
They were enemy.
Yeah. It was it's like friendly planes, airplanes, and enemy planes. This was an enemy plane. So yeah, that tried to attack, but it didn't. The good team win. And that was all of this book that's called Dan's War. And war is like a fighting like that. And this book was fun, easy to read, interesting, and very, 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 very good. And my best character was Dan, because Dan hold his like secret about all of that. And I hope you enjoyed this book. And you can always look at other of my videos. Maybe you don't like this video, but maybe you really like an other video. And bye!